Bismillah نبدأ. So, we were talking about similar triangles and slope, and we said that similar triangles or similar shapes, they are the same shape. Similar triangles, they have the same shape, but different size. For example, here we have two triangles. This is the large. Let's say this is the large triangle, and this is the small triangle. Look, how we can tell if they have the same shape? If they have the same shape, they should have the same angles. For example, what is this angle? How much is this angle, Shamsa?
نسيت
Come on.
نسيت شو اسمه wait 90.
Yeah, that's right. It's 90 degree, okay? Or we can say it's perpendicular line. And this angle is also 90 degree. For example, if this angle is 30, I'm going to draw it like that. This angle is at 30. The other one will be 30 as well. So this is the meaning of congruent, or sorry, similar triangles. They have the same angles but different size. Okay, so let's do you know how to get the last angle? How much the last one here?
لا.
Now you know what is the total angles for the triangle. Now we have a theorem that says any triangle in the world have a total of 180 of angles. So if this one was 90 and this one was 30, this one should be how much? Look, how to find it. We will add 90 and 30. 90 and 30, how much? 90 plus 30, how much?
120.
That's correct. So we will say that the total is 120. How much left in order to reach 180? We will subtract them. So we will say 180. This is the total of the angles minus 120.
60.
That's right. So this angle should be 60. And this one should be 60 as well. Now, if we have the same angles, that means that we have the same shape. So,
إذا ما كان عندنا angles.
come again, I cannot hear you.
وإذا ما كان عندنا the same angles.
They are not similar. Okay? So, if they have same angles, then they are what? Similar.
Similar.
So, yeah, that's what we should write here. And this should be 25 in red. Okay. Now, let's go to the other theorem. Before similar figures has corresponding parts. Okay. Let's crop this also. Now here, when figures have same shape but not necessarily the same side, they are called similar figures. Similar figures have corresponding parts. You know what's the meaning of corresponding?
لا.
Okay. I believe that I explained before for you, but I'm going to re-explain it. Let's suppose that you are talking about the class you are sitting in, and this is let's say this is the first group, two desks. Into each group you sit in the class. Each group have two desks, right?
أيوة.
Okay. So Control C, Control V. How many groups in the class?
3. يعني في لازم واحد طاولتين في النص.
Okay, so
أيوة.
three groups here. Let's suppose that you have a lot of levels like that. So, okay, look here, Shamsa. Let's suppose, for example, that you are sitting here in this seat in the first or in the left group. The one or the girl who is sitting in corresponding location in the other group will be here. And the third one or in the third group will be here. So these locations or these spots, we are going to call them corresponding. Corresponding. Bad spelling. Now it's correct. So this is corresponding. Just wait a minute, Shamsa. Do you understand what's the meaning of corresponding here?
أيوة.
Okay. So I'm going to call them, or I'm going to let's say have numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, E, F. So Shamsa, 1B, 1B, this is 1B, right? This one is 1B.
أيوة.
Is corresponding to 1D and it's corresponding to 1F. Let's say this is F. Okay, هذه F آخر واحدة وهذه B. Now I'm going to give you the location and you will tell me who is the corresponding, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's suppose I'm talking about this circle. So it's 2C. Who's corresponding for that?
شو اسمه 2F.
2F, correct. No, no, no. 2F is not correct. Look, it's from the left. So 2E. It's not 2F. Understood?
اوكي.
And what else corresponding to
wait
that?
wait كيف نطلع الكورسبوندينج؟
It's the same location, but in different group. Same place. يعني هني I said 2C. So it's in the left side of the group. You're going to pick the same place from other group. So you will pick the left here. You will book the left here. Is it
اوكي.
understood or not?
هي الحين فهمت.
Okay, so for example, if I pick 2C, you're going to pick 2E, and what from this group? You're going to pick what from this group?
2A.
Now, one more time. Let's say I pick this guy. 4,
4D and 4F.
4B, and 4
D.
D and 4F. Okay. Now, this, sorry, my bad. So this is the meaning of corresponding. Now, let's apply this method, or let's say apply this theorem on the triangles. So, for example, this triangle, we have three angles. The first one is A, and the second one is B, and the third one is C. Now, if I ask you, what is the corresponding angle for A from in this triangle? What's the corresponding part for it from the other triangle? What's the letter?
X.
That's correct. B.
Y.
And Z.
Z.
No, I give you Z, you should give me C. Okay?
أنا سمعت
Yeah,
D.
yeah. Now, how you can tell that these indeed they are the corresponding part? Look, here you have one dash. And here you have one dash as well. That means that they are look alike. And they are similar to, or they are corresponding to each other. Now here two dash. And there two dash. Here three dashes and here three dashes. So these parts are corresponding. Now, look, it's written here. Can you read that?
LA
No,
is
it's not.
equal to
It's not LA. It's angle A. This is the symbol for angle. هذا symbol. هذا symbol of angle. Angle A, we say. Come again. يلا.
okay. Angle A equals angle X
Okay.
and angle B equals angle Y.
It's not equal. This symbol means congruent. This symbol, we read it as congruent. The equal will be like this. But if it have a symbol which is like that, it's like approximated, we will read it congruent. So Angle A is congruent to angle X, and angle B is
إيش وش
congruent.
الكلمة؟
Congruent. It's written like that.
كيف يكتبونها؟
Congruent. Congruent mean it is equal. Okay?
أوكي.
Yeah, try to read it one more time.
اسمه
Angle A.
angle A
Mm-hmm.
is congruent to angle X,
Mm-hmm.
and شو اسمه angle B is congruent to angle Y,
Okay.
and angle C is congruent to angle Z.
Okay, so these are or those are the parts of the congruent of the two congruent or two similar triangles. We have two similar triangles, and those are the parts of corresponding or corresponding congruent parts of the two similar triangles. Now, we also have, can you read that in words?
If two triangles are similar when their corresponding angles are congruent and the ratios of their corresponding sides are proportional.
Okay, now we understand and we know what's the meaning of the first part of this theorem. And the first part says their corresponding angles are congruent. We understand that. Now let's talk about the second part. The ratio of their corresponding sides are proportional. What's the meaning of that? Now look, this guy was 3, right? The side,
أيوة.
the length of the side is at 3. How much it became?
6 double.
That's correct. How about this guy? It was 5 and
Of 5 it became 10.
the same rule. It's doubled also as well. Now, what's that?
4 it became 8.
That's correct. As simple as that. Now, since we are doubling these numbers, we call this thing double or triple or whatever the factor. We are going to find, or we're going to call it ratio. What I mean by that? Look, let's take two names. Let's take AB. Okay, I'm going to write it here in order to let you understand. So AB. We are going to divide that by, now AB. What is the corresponding letter for A from the other triangle? The corresponding letter for A from the other triangle. X, that's correct. What is the corresponding letter for B from the other triangle?
Y.
Okay, so AB over what?
AB over YX.
Over XY. It's better to say XY
X.
because it's AB. It's not BA in order to say YX. Anyway, so we are going to divide these two lengths. So we are going to say AB. How much is AB? How much?
AB.
Yeah, AB.
كيف how much?
How much is the length of AB?
4.
Okay. And how much is XY? What's the length of XY?
8. 8.
Okay. 4 divided 8, how much? It's going to be 0.5, I think, right? صح
لا
شمسة?
2.
No. Shamsa, focus. 8 over 4 is 2. Remember, Shamsa, I told it to you before. If the number up was less than the number down, the answer will be less than 1. مفهوم شمسة? Understood? Always. This guy is the little guy, so the answer will be less than 1. Keep it in your mind. Okay? Now let's talk about the other two or the other side. Now we have as well, we have BC. So we are going to write BC here. Now, what is the corresponding letters for BC?
شو اسمه Y
Mm-hmm.
و Z.
YZ. And what is the last side we haven't talked about? We talk about AB. We talk about BC. Now we should talk about what?
We should talk about C O A.
CA, correct. What is the corresponding for CA?
شو اسمه Z
Yeah, Z
و
what?
X.
That's correct. Fine. Now look, Shamsa, we found this guy when we found it, it was 0.5, right? Now let's try to find this guy. How much BC? How much is the length of the BC?
شو اسمه
Yeah.
the length of B و C
C,
is
yeah.
6.
No. BC, Shamsa.
أيوة 3.
Yeah, that's a 3. How much YZ?
Y Z 6.
Okay, now 3 divided 6, how much?
3 divided 6.
Yeah.
Wait. 0.5.
Correct. So it is the same answer so far. It's 0.5. Now, if we do that for the last side, it will be the same answer as well because AC is 5 or CA is 5 and the other one is 10. So 5 over 10 is also 0. What? 0.5. Understood, Shamsa? Look,
Yes.
is there any different answer?
No.
If all of the answers,
فكلهم equal.
yeah, if we were going to call this answer, we were going to call it ratio. So this is the ratio. I'm going to maximize the font. So this is the ratio. So the ratio is the same between all of the corresponding parts of the triangle. If the ratio were the same, had the ratio was the same, we can say that these two shapes are similar. Similar. So how to tell if the shapes are similar or not? We have two methods. Either we will look for the angles or we are going to look for the ratio. If the angles were the same, yani, for example, this was, like I said before, this was 30 and this was 30 and this was 90, this was 60, had the 90, had the 60. Now look, all of the corresponding angles are the same. That means that these two shapes are similar. If we don't know anything about angles, we know about sides, we will find the ratio. If the ratio was the same, then we can say that these two triangles are what?
These two triangles are similar.
Thank you a lot. Now let's go back. You see that what you should write in symbols. You should talk about angles and you should talk about sides. Is it easy, Shamsa, or you think it's still hard?
سهل أستاذ.
Mhm.
الطريقة اللي تونا سويناها كانت أسهل عن الأول اللي أنت قلت.
Which one?
اللي
This one, AB over
ال
XY?
A B. أيوه.
Yeah, it was easier than what?
Then the angles.
Okay, okay. Now let's see the questions. What will the question talk about? Let's try. Here a lot of talking. Okay. Now, let's take the first example here. Okay, can you help me reading that example, Shamsa? Try to read it.
The graph of line T is shown. Use the similar slope triangles to compare the slope of segment AC
Mm-hmm.
and the slope of the segment CE. S- Step 1.
Okay,
Find the slope of segment AC.
this is a part of the solution, so we are not going to read it. Let's read this part. Now look, the graph of line T is shown. So this line, I'm going to color it in red so it will be special. This line is what? It's T. This is the graph of the line T. Use the similar slope triangles to compare the slope of segment AC and segment CE. We talked about this before, but I'm going to remind you. Look here. We have two triangles as you can see. Can you see the two triangles?
أيوة.
Okay, I'm going to color them so it will be more clear for you. So this is the first triangle. I'm going to color it in green. It will not be that. So I'm going to put it in orange. So the first triangle. And the second triangle will be in red. So it will be very clear for you and for your eyes. Okay. So this is the second triangle. Now Shamsa, by the look, by your eye, does these two triangles look similar to each other?
Yes.
Okay, they look similar to each other. Why? Because now this angle is 90 صح? And this angle will be 90 as
أيوة.
well. Yeah, this angle will be 90 as well. Now this angle 1 dash, and here 1 dash, and here 2 dash, for example, and here 2 dash. So those are similar triangle. Now let's try to find the slope from the first triangle. Do you remember what was the rule for the slope?
M
Equal.
equals rise over 1.
That's good. So rise over run. I'm going to use the orange color because we are talking about the because we are talking about the orange triangle. So rise over run. Okay. So you were here, Shamsa, and you are going to move to the other point, which is C. Can you tell me,
أول
Shamsa?
شي لازم نسوي rise.
That's correct. How much we will rise?
3.
Good. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. How much we will run?
2.
So the rise over run is 3 over 2. 3 over 2 is how much, Shamsa?
Wait. 1 point something دقيقة. 1.5.
Good. That's correct. Now let's go up and try to find the slope for the red triangle. Bismillah. Okay. Now we zoom to okay. Here. M equal rise over run. Okay, yalla. So you were in C and you are going to go up to point E. How much you will rise? Yalla. 1.
Wait. From C لين D صح؟
Then E. We are going from C to E. How much we will rise?
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6. We are rising 6. Okay,
وبعدين بيكون 4.
that's correct. So 6 divide 4, how much, Shamsa?
Wait. 1.5.
1.5. Is it different from the other slope?
No.
they have the same slope. The slope is similar to the thing we talked about before, which is the ratio. So it is the same slope or it is the same ratio. What we can understand about these figures, are they similar to each other?
Yes.
They are similar to each other because they have the same ratio. So because, let's write it, because the two slopes between two brackets ratios are the same, we can say that the two triangles are what?
Are similar.
Okay. Let's put it 10. Because the two slopes or ratios, let's say, are the same. Can you read what I wrote?
Similar because two slope brackets ratio are the same. We can say that the two triangles are similar.
That's correct. Now, okay, we are talking about these two triangles. They are similar. Okay. Use the similar slope triangles to compare the slope of AC and the slope of CE. What is how to compare them? Are they different?
No.
They are the same. Okay? So slope AC is equal to the slope of what? CE. Now, Shamsa, I'm going to
C.
cut, yeah, I'm going to cut it down for you. If it is the same line, that means that the slope will be the same because they are the same line. Okay? Here, it is the same line. هذا نفس الخط. We are not talking about two different lines. It's the same line. So, of course, if it's the same line, the slope will be the same. Either you took it from AC or you took it from CE. The slope will be the same. Understood? Now I'm going to repeat. We are talking about example number 2. Example number 2, uh, verify that the pitch is the same by choosing different set of points. So I was asking you whether the slope of these two triangles will be the same or not. And you said yes. Now, how
Yeah.
to justify that? How to justify that? The two
Be-
triangles, yeah,
because it's in a straight line.
because it's in the same straight line. Okay? Yeah, we should mention this word, same. If we are talking about different lines, then different, let's say, straight lines or, yeah, different straight lines, then the slope will be different. Since it's the same straight line, the slope will be the same. Whether we choose the green triangle here, we will have the same slope. If we choose the orange triangle here, even if we choose another triangle, let's draw another triangle from U to S, we will have the same slope. So it is the same slope regardless of the triangle you choose. Understood, Shamsa?
Yes.
Okay, let's try to find. I was explaining here, but the picture was not showing. I'm going to show it here on the record. So this is the picture. We were talking about the same straight line. Since we are talking about the same straight line, then we have the same slope, and the two triangles will be similar to each other. So whether you find the slope from this triangle or this triangle, you will get the same slope because you are talking about the same straight line. Okay, Shamsa, let's start by finding the slope of the from the green triangle. What is the rule for the slope, Shamsa? From the green triangle?
Um,
It's
M
rise.
E
Yeah.
rise over 1.
Okay. What's the rise?
الرايز بيكون 1
That's right. So we are going to go up 1 unit. Good. Over
over 2.
1/2. How much? branch answer.
0.5
Yeah,
لا.
that's correct. Correct. Now let's talk about the other one. Let's talk about the origin triangle. Yeah, how much is the rise?
uh, من okay 1 2
And how much is the run? You reach here.
4
Yeah, so 2 over 4, it's the same, 0.5. Even if we choose any other triangle, let's, for example, let's say that uh, we chooses this triangle. Okay, I'm going to flip it. Let's say it's a red triangle or purple triangle, and it's super thick like that. Okay. Now, yalla, what is the rise?
بيكون 1 2 3
Over, what's the run?
2 3 4 5 6
3 over 6 is the same. What? Is
0
0 0.5. That's correct. Now let's
so
talk.
they are